story on Action News this noon is Vice President Kamala Harris selecting Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate in the race for the White House. That's right. Tonight, Harris will officially introduce Walz as her pick for vice president during a rally on the campus of Temple University. In a call with Walz today, Harris described the duo as, quote, underdogs in the race. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro was one of the leading candidates to fill the role of Harris's running mate before Walz got the nod. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live outside the Liacouras Center, the site of tonight's rally, with more on the winner of the Democratic Veep Stakes. Annie.
Yeah, and Sarah, Shapiro did say in a statement that he released late this morning that he enthusiastically supports a Harris-Walz ticket. He says, that, of course, that they have his support, but many have to wonder. There was so much buzz around Shapiro being the potential vice presidential pick. You wonder how that could affect the energy around the rally that is expected here later this evening. Vice President Kamala Harris made her decision. This morning, her campaign announced her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. 60-year-old Walz served in the Army National Guard and was a high school social studies teacher and football coach before he was elected to Congress in 2006. He served for 6 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives and has a progressive record as governor. It ends 16 days of speculation that Governor Josh Shapiro would be her vice presidential pick. His name was thrown into the ring by Pennsylvania Democratic leaders the same day Biden dropped out. Last night, Shapiro gave a wave to reporters in Abington but did not answer questions as Shapiro and his wife Lori took their dog Bo for a walk. This decision came down to the wire in the condensed vetting process. Sources tell ABC News that as of last night, Harris had not made a decision and that her team had printed multiple signs with Harris and other possible VP picks. This morning, Pennsylvania voters reacted.
I was hoping he'd get in, but I don't know nothing about the other guys. I really don't. But I was hoping he'd get in, but hopefully this one right here do us some justice.
I don't know anything about the Minnesota governor. I was hoping it was going to be someone from Pennsylvania, so I knew them, but that's all. I don't really know much about Minnesota's politics.
I honestly didn't have an opinion. I'm just really excited that she is going to be on the ballot. I'm honestly just really excited for her.
And more from that statement that Shapiro did release late this morning, saying nearly 2 weeks ago, Vice President Harris asked me to work with her team to complete the vetting process to be considered as her running mate. And following those conversations on Sunday, I was grateful to have the opportunity to speak with the Vice President directly about her vision for the role in the campaign ahead. As I've said repeatedly over the past several weeks, the running mate decision was a deeply personal decision for the Vice President, and it was also a deeply personal decision for me too. Shapiro said Harris-Walz ticket has his full support. Another thing, though, that's interesting too, Walter and Sarah, is that in the past 15 days, 33,000 people in Pennsylvania have signed up to be part of that campaign. It's a big question if Shapiro had anything to do with that excitement. For now, reporting live on Temple's campus, Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News.
Tickets are set, and here we go. All right, thank you, Annie.
All right, Annie, thank you. Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance is set to speak in South Philadelphia at any moment now ahead of Harris's rally tonight. We're watching him to take the stage here at the 2300 Arena. That's an event space there. This is Vance's first appearance in the Keystone State since he was named as former President Donald Trump's running mate. He reacted to Harris's pick for vice president just minutes ago.
My view on it is it just highlights how radical Kamala Harris is. This is a person who listened to the Hamas wing of her own party and selecting a nominee. This is a guy who's proposed shipping more manufacturing jobs to China, who wants to make the American people more reliant on garbage energy instead of good American energy, and has proposed defunding the police just as Kamala Harris does.
To indict. Now, former President Trump was quick to react after Vice President Kamala Harris named Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate this morning. In a campaign email, Trump claimed Walz, quote, could be the worst VP in history. Trump went on to say the governor is even worse than Harris.